What's up, guys? And I'm Sean Peary, and this here is Jason Garza, and we're going to be talking about world issues, just about anything that seems to be a problem in this country or any other country for this matter. And so right now, the issue that we're going to capitalize on a little bit here is underage drinking. So it seems to be a big problem these days. I mean, come on, every one of us have drank before we were 21. Some of us haven't turned 21. Some of you out there haven't turned 21 yet. And you drink. And I think that's fine because you can go to war and lose a leg, but yet they won't fucking give you a beer. What the fuck is that? I mean, you serve your country and they still say you're underage, you can't drink. But you can die. You can die when you're underage. You can go to war and fight and lose your life, and bam, it's over with.
Take a guy who served 11 years in the army, which is me. I joined when I was 17 years old. Yeah, I've been in Iraq, I've been in Afghanistan, but to tell you the truth, I don't regret what I did over there. I don't regret serving. I'm not patriotic. You guys think I am. I did it because, one, I need the money. Two, I need to get out of fucking poverty. Yeah, I was in poverty. I lived in poverty. Well, it took me a while to get this nice place I have. I'm gonna say one thing. For you guys outside war, I want to tell you this. What you seen, what I seen over there, what these people done to their own people, you don't understand. People ask me, why I go there? Why no interest, why should I go? I don't say anything. It's worse than
I mean, it's a rising issue. I mean, they're talking about, and this was just a speculation. This is just ideas that are just being thrown around in the government. Is that they're trying to talking about liquor prohibitions, and they want to even they even had, and I think it was a couple of years ago, they started mentioning things about raising the drinking age to 25. Thank God I'm fucking 25. Thank God that's over with.
another yes, that's true. And also another thing is about moonshiners too, because say true, you got those of you who do moonshine and produce it illegally, honestly, I support you. If I was law enforcement, I want to like try to force it. I like this and look, move your shit. I get a day, I get 24 hours, move your shit. Alright? This is me if I was law enforcement against moonshiners. But to tell you the truth, America was founded on tobacco, liquor, and etc. I mean, honestly, they're raising drinking age of 25 talks, even taking our ammo. I love guns. I have a bunch of weapons myself. I have a 193 collection. Don't ask why, don't ask how I got it. That's why I have my weapons. I just do. That's why I like Texas. But another thing is this, like, smoke tobacco price, cigarettes going up. Even this can right here went up from being almost $2 now to $4. It's still going up. Those like Copenhagen, I understand. Those you got think tobacco is nasty and stuff, you have your own opinion. You have your own right to believe. Me, I've been doing the thing when I was 11 years old. Yeah, you may see some hate mail says some etc. etc. You're bad, etc. etc. I really don't care. So I like YouTube so much I can express myself. Tell how I feel. Sean?
And that's just the gist of it. I mean, there's laws for pretty much anything you can think of, but you know, I'm a strong believer that rules are meant to be broken because, I mean, if you really cared enough to make a law, then you would enforce it a little bit better. I mean, there's so many loopholes around laws these days. I mean, you have alcohol, underage drinking. How many people honestly go to jail for underage drinking?
Not many, Sean, not that I know of. I know they get big fines. But another thing is this. Like kids right now, especially young kids, I used to be bad too. I used to be real bad and nasty when I was a youngster. You miss school, they go after your parents. You know what, to tell you the truth, I think you should go after the kids themselves. It's not the parents' fault. And yeah, maybe it's a bad parenting, but usually, when it comes down to it, kids know what the hell they're doing. Hell, you, I knew what I was doing when I was a kid. I knew what I did was wrong. And then again, but I never played it's my parents' fault. Never blame my parents because those who blame their parents for everything, tell you the truth, blame yourself first. Because you're the one who did it. Even if I have real folks. Yeah, maybe your false fault. Yeah, maybe yeah, but don't forget, it takes two to play the game. It's not like throwing a ball at a wall. You need a person to throw a ball back at you. It's like American Pie I saw one time, part three, I believe. It says like throwing a ball at a wall. It could be fun, but I take it back. It was part two American Pie. It could be throwing a ball at a wall could be fun, right? But it's not a game. Always use a partner.
You know, and that's the thing. I grew up in a family that loved me, and I don't mean to brag, but I have a great family. I had a mom and dad that was there. I mean, my real father, dead and gone, had a heart attack, did drugs, ran off from my mom when I was 2, and just my mom's always been there. I mean, my mom and dad has always been there for me. They've watched after me and they've helped me grow. And my mom, well, she was one of those that was a little health conscientious, whereas I really like that. I mean, you know, drugs and alcohol were bad, and this is you should never do this. When you become an adult, you're probably going to change that view. When you grow older, you're going to be like, okay, when I start becoming in high school, that's when peer pressure starts kicking in. People are like, man, hey, have you ever drank this and this, and you drank this and you drank that? No, my mom said that was bad. I mean, it could kill your liver or whatever. But you know what? It comes a time in a man's life, and it comes a time in every man's life when he just has to do it at one point. I mean, whether it's dipping, smoking, drinking, not at all, not at all. But not, I get a kick out of the people who tell me, hey, been there and done that with everything, with every issue there is in this world, with every activity, depraved act even that they do. And I'm thinking, well, if you've been there and done that, you've done everything in life, why are you fucking still alive? Why bother still living if you've done everything? I mean, that's the good thing about life. I mean, you never stop learning about things. You never stop living for things and finding out new things in life. I mean, literally, you can go to war at age 18 and lose a leg and possibly die, but they won't give you a beer at that age.
Believe me, I've seen that too many times. But to tell you the truth, I got one thing to say, especially those who are veterans, especially those particular who have been overseas, Iraq and Afghanistan, like I have, and say basically they would get back home and say they hate the war, they don't support it. They say F the president, F this. I say, you know what? I'll tell these guys this. Were you drafted in the war? Were you for real? Were you drafted in the war? I'll tell you this. They're gonna say, no, there was no draft. They're gonna tell you this. Which I always tell these guys this. It's basic as this. That you got no right to fucking argue about it, hate the war, because you knew when you signed up, you knew what you're getting into, you knew the risk. Unless you were one of those Vietnam veterans who got drafted, you don't have the right to argue about it. Vietnam was a different story. You probably gonna tell me this is a different story, but I'll tell you the truth. The Vietnam veterans who were drafted in Vietnam, they have every right to hate the war. They have every right to say they want. But those who were not drafted in this war, you did not have the right to protest against it because you knew what you were getting into.
That's like drafting. I mean, a lot of people think that drafting is like such a terrible thing, but you know what? It kept hoodlums off the fucking road. It kept them from doing drugs. It kept them from ruining their fucking lives. And I used to think of drafting as a horrible thing because, they send you out on the front lines, and you will possibly die, and there's like a very small percentage of people who walk away from the drafting, hey, they live to tell about it. And I mean, I salute you guys. I mean, I'm not all, politics all the time, and I'm not all like, hardcore patriot, but I do believe in my country, and I do believe that there's a mutual respect in that matter. That whether you believe that our country is corrupt or not, you still owe it for respect because you live here too. And if you can't respect it, you don't need to be here. And I'm sorry I'm being such a hard ass about it, but it's called respect, and I think everybody deserves fucking respect because, I mean, even people in the Middle East, they deserve respect because There's people who work hard in every country to become different than the prototypes. The prototype, if you don't know what a prototype is the seed in which the archetype stems from, which means like okay, say he was a how do I put an example here? Let's say he was the seed of a flower, and this is not to be fruity or gay or anything, but he's the seed of a flower. The flower's going to bloom later on, but then as more seeds keep revolving around, fuck the whole concept I'm trying to get at. The fact of the matter is that there has to be a prototype to have an archetype. An archetype is basically an offshoot of the prototype, which means like, hey, let's say your father was a mean, terrible man, and he mistreated you, and he fucking just like sent you to bed without supper or whatever whatever it could be. He sent you, and he did this thing. He was just a terrible man, and he yelled at you all the time. He was very uncaring. Well, there's a big percentage of the chance that you're going to be that same way later on in life when you become an adult father, because that is what you are, the archetype from that. The prototype is your father. So, in that manner, that's what I'm trying to say. Um, is that there are good and bad in everybody, in any country. So I think that everybody deserves a chance to prove themselves as good people. You served this country. You did something good. What have you done? I didn't say you didn't do anything. I just asked you, what have you done? Jason?
I gotta say, what have you done? I mean, honestly, when I barely got in the army, you know what I had? Lead no parade, a welcome home hero. I gotta thank you for serving my country, all the good stuff. But honestly, people who badmouth the military, man, I want to say one thing: don't badmouth it unless you've been there. Because I've been there, I've seen the good and the bad of mankind. I witnessed everything. Hell, I was a Green Beret. I was in SF. I seen a whole lot more stuff. People think special forces were anyway special operations, just think we're bad, we're badasses, everything. No, we're ambassadors. We try to talk to people first before we shoot. We're soldiers think we're brains, not we're guns. Most people get it the wrong way. But I'm gonna say a few things. You guys will probably say, yeah, I'm gonna this guy again. But to tell you the truth, there's over 100 of us. There's many guys. Hell, when I served, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been wounded more than several occasions. Ranging from shrapnel, occasional shrapnel in the backside, size of peas, being exposed, getting my eardrums blown out. But to tell you the truth, the one suffer in these two wars I ever suffered from, I lost a good friend right next to me. I didn't get all the big awards. Yeah, I get occasional Purple Hearts up, but to tell you the truth, that's one medal I wish I never got, the Purple Heart. Because Purple Hearts, man, tell you, hey, they got a piece of my ass. Not proud of it. I don't gloss it. I ain't tell a veteran who wears like I was a veteran with those caps. I don't wear it because I don't really care about it. I would say I did. I served. Big deal. Y'all in my fucking life. That's what I do. I don't ever look back. I look forward. So those of you veterans out there who've been there, who infantry like I was, I understand what you're going through, man. But you gotta look forward, dude. It's very hard, man, but things get better every day. You just gotta wake up. Every day I wake up, I'm thankful that I'm alive. But I just don't regret it. I should. I should hate it, but I don't regret it. I move on. I look forward. I'm going to school. Hell, I'm working on my fucking ND right now, man. But still, I just don't regret what I've done. And some of you guys who are still going to protest, say I'm stupid and stuff, you have a right to earn it, but one thing you don't have the right to, man, is say I was a coward. Because, hell, I served. And I didn't get a damn what I did over there. The only I care about is keeping myself, my buddies alive. My buddies came first, I came dead last. Hell, there's been time I jumped on top of my buddy to board a frag and try to shield him from shrapnel. I never gave up. But yeah, they will be our biggest when we talk about the war. Not bragging, just telling the truth. We'll be talking about our things. Some funny, some good, some bad. But we just really like to, I just like to express my feelings because it's one way for, I should say, to